Okay, so start of the Dolomites tour. We're all here apart from Lawrence, whose alarm clock didn't go off. Just checking out Rob's car. He's had his first breakdown already. His wheel's half falling off. Isn't that right, Rob? Yeah, give it a wobble.
Lovely.
No, it's just a little bit on the loose side, just like the driver. Okay, so here we are, mid-rural France. We stopped just now because my car was overheating, but it was just a connector on the fan. About 10 miles down the road, we stopped for Steve, whose throttle cable's broken. So I think we're going to have to bodge something together. It's nothing too serious. The cable has just pulled through the bulkhead, so we're just going to put a Jubilee clip across here to stop it going through the hole. Okay, lunch stop day one, somewhere south of Reims, off the motorway, around the back wall of a supermarket. Bit of a picnic going on in about 2 foot shade, and it's very hot. Okay, so the group is all together. Lawrence has joined us. It was his alarm clock, allegedly, but he's here, not far behind us. All had a shower, just gonna wander into town, have a beer, I think, or two, and some steak. Summary of today, it was very hot.
Tony's feet.
Oh, and he's got smelly feet. Yeah, but we knew that. Yep, they're a pair of feet. Okay, so we're well into day two, somewhere in the Black Forest. Just pulled over for a shady little rest, I guess you call it, on this bridge. And these inconsiderate sods here didn't make room for me, so I had to go in the bushes. And poor old and poor old Chris is all the way down there. Mean buggers. Mind you, no one likes him anyway. That's not true. Lunch stop day two is near this little river, and to cool off, people have gone for a paddle. Soon to be joining them. Is it nice in there? Nice, yeah. Okay, Saturday night is a campsite. Not happy about that, but hey ho. Ground's like rock, so the best thing is to tie your tent ropes to either your socket set or a borrowed toolbox. Tony's tying his to his car. Don't know what Lawrence is going to do, he's still putting his together. There's no shade, but the best thing is up there, can't quite see it, but there is a pool next to our table with our beers on, which we brought from the garage, and the people here aren't very happy about, so we've had to order more beers.
Day two, campsite location with a lovely pool, some lovely people, not the children obviously, although there's quite a few children. Anyway, moving on. Here we are, we've had a few beers. Here's these two guys and they want to say a few words.
Yeah, we've just found out, seeing as it's a pool and we saw semi-naked people, my mate here has a pierced nipple.
We can't quite see it, and there's a few other things that are pierced, but we're moving on. We're gonna stop it there.
Swiftly on. Okay, dear viewers, followers, fans, whatever. It is tradition to have a toast at our first beer of the evening, although we failed miserably. It's not our first beer. But normally it's a toast on a day's happening, driving event. But today has to be the Dutchman's downfall.
To the Dutchman. To the Dutchman.
Cheers.
The tenacious Dutchman.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, how does SKCC relax after a hard day's driving and a few beers and a burger? Well, in a pool, of course. Everyone wave! Wave! No. You know how good your mates are when they start taking a piss out of you. But yeah, it's cool, just what we need at the end of the day. So, Sunday, we're starting there's a campsite. We go down there, down there, down there, down there, down there. Oh, can't see focus very well. There's the Offen Pass, the Flida Pass, the Bormio Pass, and the Stelvio Pass, and the Umbrail Pass. Some of those we're going to do twice. Yeah, good day for a bit of video action, I think, from the cars. So we're at the top of the Flubber Pass, or something like that, and lovely scenic place to stop, but the problem is, the only reason we've stopped is Lawrence's car is suffering fuel starvation. It's got fuel to the engine bay, but he's just checking that the filter's not blocked, because he's just lacking in power. Okay, on a scorchy hot day like this, at the top of the Stelvio, what do you do to keep cool? Wow, you lay in the snow, of course. Whoa, gee. Missed. Yep, Sunday lunch, stopped for pizzas. They're quite small, so we had 2 each.
Traditional Sunday lunch.
Is that right? Is that what you have in Brighton, pizza?
No, not in Brighton.
Oh, in Italy.
That's just gay.
But you are gay. What's up with the Westfield? Oh, it's broken.
Well, not technically broken, just
Not working. Doesn't not working properly mean broken?
not working properly.
It's definitely there.
Nothing too serious, just coming down the Stelvio, the non-charging light came on for a short while, so just double quick checking.
For ages.
For ages? What, 2 minutes?
No, it stayed on.
Right, we were supposed to go back up the Stelvio and down the Bormio, but the alternator on Steve's car is fucked. So once again, the V8 tow rope is back in action. Chris and Lawrence are going to a petrol station down there to get beer. Meanwhile, Tony has just gone up the road, and apparently there's a campsite up there that has a tap. So that's going to be interesting. Right, we've arrived at the campsite. It was just up the road. Some of us have got big beers, and the 2 people that come here first have got little baby beers. But it's the equal beers, piccolo beers. It's the alternator that's we thought we might have been able to fix before has had it. I had a Denso one, but we can't get the pulley off. So Tony's taking the other one apart to see if he can fix it. But apparently he doesn't have a very good reputation with alternators, according to Rob. Meanwhile, Chris, the typical Englishman, is having tinkering with his car. And what are you tinkering with, Chris?
I'm moving the earth strap for the starter motor.
As one does. Everyone else is being really useful, you know, fixing cars, just pottering about. Oh, except for Rob, he's got a beer. Well, not the first, in fact. But then he's not very useful at things like this. Many of your viewers for previous road trips have noticed that the green machine is usually parked up at the side of the road with something wrong with it. However, so far, it's going well. So
Perfect working out. Although the toilet roll cooling, the standard GBS cooling feature has returned for this year, even though I've got some aftermarket vents on.
It's not standard.
well, bog roll.
It's not standard.
No, it's not standard.
I know.
Actually, there's 2 GBSs that
Oh,
have
yeah.
not had any issue.
That's got nothing wrong with it either. Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood.
Usual, Kenton's not thought of a toast. Go on then, Kenton, say it. No, he hasn't thought of anything. Look.
I have now, it's just come to me. Okay, well, there are a whole lot of sparks here, but some of us have sparks missing, so to speak. Yeah.
The alternator was sparking.
no,
It wasn't producing voltage.
Electrifying day.
Yeah. Cheers. Or lack of. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Monday morning at the campsite. Everyone's packing up ready to go. The plan is to drive to Bormio to sort out Steve's alternator. The battery's been uncharged at the campsite here all night, so that should be good to go. We'll at least get us over the mountain and so to Bormio where there's several garages. Otherwise no real issues. Lawrence has a slight fuel problem, but we're not quite sure exactly what it is, but fitted a spare lift pump last night, so hopefully that sorted it. Mummy's making the tea. Oh dear, there's an ugly sight. Okay, so we're here at a garage. We've just opened.
Ford, but non-seater.
Okay, so we've just been to another garage that can order an alternator for tomorrow, but this is like a repair workshop, so if they can fix it, Steve can carry on. If he can't, he's going to have to wait till tomorrow morning till the new one arrives. But we're in the town of Bormio, just done the Stelvio and Bormio pass. Stelvio in particular, like 6:30 in the morning, zero traffic on the way up. Absolutely amazing. Moment of truth, alternator is on. Is it charging? It's not charging. Flip. Not good. Get dirt out of it, probably. Okay, update. Alternator is charging, just needed to spin for a bit to excite itself. But he says just don't put the lights on. It's working, but not like at 14 volts, only at 13. So we're on the road again. Yeehaw! Monday lunchtime, another picnic in the woods. Next to a little stream. Nice little cool shady spot. Everything's going good.
There's nothing in it.
Too slow.
Dr. Chris has just had a look at Lawrence's eye, he's got something in it.
I'm a girl.
He's a girl. Yeah, we're all at the campsite. No, we're slightly behind schedule because well, it was hot and we had a late start this morning because of Steve's alternator. But yeah, we're all still together, all taking the piss out of each other. Had a couple of beers. Haven't had this evening's toast yet, although I know what that's going to be. And yeah, all's good.
Yeah.
Okay, go. Are you ready? Okay, tonight's toast will only make sense to those that was there, but it has to be jerry cans.
Jerry can.
And if you weren't there, you won't know what it means. Cheers.
What a bunch of wankers.
Okay, Tuesday morning at the campsite, everyone is just sort of packing up, kettles on. Rob's nearly ready to go. Looks like Chris is only just getting up, off to have a dump. Steve, and oh, flower, that's a nice addition, how cute. And of course Lawrence. But back to this car. Why are there flower power things all over it? Maybe it's all them little kiddies that were here yesterday. They thought they'd decorate it for you. And the photo competition continues. Who can get the best picture of their car next to the same lake? So yeah, if any of them win, we know where it was taken. What are you doing, Tony?
Nothing.
Nothing. Looks like you're topping up the brake fluid.
Did a quick service.
Again, third time today. Now,
Second time today.
That was a new bottom stuff.
yeah, there's none left now. It's half a litre. Well, it's going in the top, but we don't know where it's going. On the road, I guess. Okay, 4 cars in a car wash.
You got 190 seconds.
Rob's pressure washing all the cow shit off the wheels.
Reload you.
And the seat. And the driver.
Hey, my Euro, do my one.
You see, Rob's being a gentleman and leaving his car to the end. Yeah, but you should be naked.
Get your tits out, Rob.
No, we got 4 euros. 4 euros.
This wheel on.
Rob, you've only used the 435.
Action!
Okay, picnic finished at the garage. Steve is going to stay here at a hotel just down the road. It's very reasonable, only €600 a night. They've ordered his new alternator, but it won't be here till 4 o'clock tomorrow. How do you feel about that?
I'm quite excited actually. It'd be nice to stay in a nice hotel without everyone snoring around me.
And apparently he has a woman friend for you.
Well, we hope it's a woman. There's a bit of confusion.
Yeah, the rest of us are going to carry on as per is the way, and Steve's going to catch up tomorrow. Okay, tonight's toast has a reference to a new game we made up the last couple of days, and it's in recognition of the two best competitors in that game, and it's in the recognition of all the formula, if you like, and that's GBS, which stands for gravity, no braking, equals speed.
I'll drink to that.
Cheers!
You've been thinking about that all day.
Braking and speed.
Cheers! And that'll be Lawrence and, of course, Rob, but not Tony.
Wanker.
Right, here we are Wednesday night. Going to be staying in these two little cabins. Got caught in a god almighty thunderstorm. Just parking the cars down beyond the barrier because they don't open till 8 o'clock. Steve will be joining us within the next half hour, and then we're off down. You have to do an intro. Intro.
Here's Kenton, tan.
Are we Wednesday night?
We're Wednesday night.
Wednesday night dinner. Normally car red.
Action!
But tonight it's either pizza or mixed grill. No contest. That's it.
Oh, is that it?
I couldn't think of anything else.
It's a thumbs up from me!
That's the worst one you've ever done.
What a load of shit. Here you go. Cheers.
I'd like to make a suggestion.
Oh,
Here we go.
cheers.
Cheers. Okay.
Here's to Steve Pooh.
Yes.
Yes.
Cheers. We were doing that today. Okay, so we've been reunited with Steve. He's going to recant his last 24 hours.
Take 17.
So, yeah, go on in, Steve. Well, that's enough of that. Thursday morning, about 6:30, all just about packed up, ready to go. Steve is, of course, back with us after his alternator hassle, which I'm sure he'll tell everyone about, you know, in great length and bore us to death later. Yeah, we're parked outside the campsite because the barrier doesn't open till 8, and we want to get a good start because there's up that mountain there's a good pass we came down. We're going to go and have another go at it before there's any traffic. Well, some of the Mega Trip runners will be pleased to hear I've had a breakdown. I came around this corner, put my foot down, and well, it went down, but nothing happened. On our way up these mountain passes, and the throttle cable snapped. Not that hard a job, but I suppose it's a breakdown. Well, Tony will think so. The others have gone up here, they'll be down later. Shortly after our Thursday coffee stop, Lawrence said that he is lacking power again. So the fuel filter's been bypassed, the lift pump's been changed, the high pressure pump's been changed. There's nothing much else, so we're not quite sure why he's lacking in oomph. It feels like fuel starvation, but can't see what else there is. But it runs. Lawrence's car, Tony's just taken the opportunity to top up his brake fluid.
Brakes are so overrated.
Well, they're okay when you're going up, it's just coming down. Especially when there's sheer drops the other side. Never mind, it's only Tony.
What happens when you're only halfway up?
Well, you're neither up nor down.
It's so worse.
It's getting so worse. That's not very good English.
So worse. Right, okay, so here we are. Tony speaking here rather than Kenton. We've had another breakdown on the way back on the motorway. Chris's battery has gone kaput. And here comes Kenton to the rescue. Kenton over the motorway side fencing into a Motor Factors to buy a battery. Did you enjoy that, Kenton?
Yeah, except for the stinging nettles. So about 100 metres from where Chris broke down, is a car parts place. They've got a battery and brake fluid for Tony, everything. Very lucky day. There's the boat. Yeah, we came through here. I'll go. Oh, you go. Up! Give us a lift! So, they're the other side of this fence, and hopefully they'll turn up, take a battery. That's one lucky bugger. Well, to pass the boredom of motorway driving, we thought we'd swap cars and try alternate driving positions.
Feed the pony.
This one isn't very good.
Feed the pony, come on, feed him.
And back at the Channel Tunnel, we find Rob being towed by Tony through the customs bit. His starter doesn't want to start and he's hurt his leg pushing it. Well, he tried to push it himself on the motorway when he stalled it and managed to run over his own foot or something. So did you find any immigrants in there?
Yeah, just get out now.
So back here at the Eurotunnel after a successful trip. There's Matthias, who didn't even start, due to a bad date planning. Chris, who on the way back pulled off on the motorway, and we thought he just had enough of driving, but he says his alternator had packed up, but we couldn't stop because we didn't know where he was. Well, that's Tony's excuse. So we're all here back, had a great trip. So Rob, what did you think of this year's trip?
Shit.
Well, I won't ask Tony. Steve?
I thought it could have been much better. Fucking hell.
What was wrong with it?
Too hot.
Too hot.
Too much sun.
Too much sun.
It was awesome.
Okay. And Lawrence, you're on camera. What did you think of this year's trip? Really good. Would you come again?
I would actually, yeah.
Only if someone else wasn't here or it was different? You're allowed to say sarcastic comments.
Am I?
Yes.
I'll keep them to myself.
Okay. He's so tactful.
And Kenton, what did you think of
He's been. What did I think of it? I thought it was super awesome. Right, as a testimony to how reliable our kit cars are, I'm just going to run down the carriage and say what was wrong with them. Well, first mine, this lovely Luego here, had what did it have? Well, nothing worth mentioning. Steve had 2 alternators go wrong with his car. Lawrence had a slight problem with the fuel pump, but nothing major. Nothing to report on this one. Now this one here, well, it's got what's it got? What's it got, Tony?
Nothing.
That's a lie. It's got. If we run around the car, there's a leaky brake cylinder there.
That's about it.
No. What about the breaking down in the tunnel when you had that misfire and it just cut out?
You've been taking those funny pills again.
So out of, oh no, of course, there's this space here where there's nothing missed. That space should be Chris's, but unfortunately Chris didn't quite make it home. And hold on, one more thing. Through the carriage there should be Matthias, but he didn't even turn up. What?
Camera down here, you'll see a puddle under there.
Oh.
See that puddle?
That puddle,
That
puddle is from being parked about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Please pass. Not running in, just slow. That's about right.